We can go back in. I just need to grab a cigarette. Come on, baby. It's too hot. Come on. Come on, baby. We gotta go in the cold. No, she went in my car and got the diaper bag.
Nobody's in there?
No, it's been about 2 hours now. Where is this police officer at? Cadence, boy.
Hey YouTube, I am on my way. Had to press the record button. I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. I wanted to come on and talk about a video that I saw that's trending a little bit on social media. Just come on and ask you all, had you all saw the video. Bits and some parts of the video is very disheartening. And I'll go into detail in just a minute because I'm not going to be on here long. But the video is... it's about a young mother, and she is making the claim that her 1-month-old baby, who's a little girl, had been abducted, and that the police and the hospital officials were not doing anything about it. Now, I will share highlights of the video. I will embed them in this video. I won't share the entire video. However, I will provide you with a link to the source so that you all can watch the entire video. Now, again, in this video, it's a young mother, and the video starts off with her making claim that her 1-month-old baby has been abducted. So she said that she was at St. Anthony Hospital when this happened. And in the video posted to Facebook, she can be seen becoming increasingly agitated with hospital staff and police officers. She is heard stating that they aren't doing anything because her baby is black. And she's also stating that the police department has not issued an Amber Alert because she is a black mother. She goes on to say if she was a white mother, that they would be on top of it. The young woman may have been in the hospital from a prior, from an altercation that happened the prior night before. Well, I'm not going to say may because by the end of the video that was revealed. So she was in the hospital. Her words, she said that she was choked to death. And apparently she was choked by the baby's father the prior night. So that's why she was in the hospital. And she's saying that the woman who took her baby went to the hospital with her, waited until she fell asleep, and then she took her child. So in the video, you can hear the police officers trying to calm this young woman down. They explain to her that the woman who she claims stole the baby had not either seen leaving a car or leaving the hospital. I really couldn't catch what they said. But either way, they said that the lady had not been seen leaving from somewhere. But now keep that in the back of your mind because that story is going to change by the end of the video. So just hold that, put that in the back of your mind. They told her that they had not seen that lady who she's claiming abducted her child. They did not see that person leaving. So then the police officer goes on to explain to the young lady that I guess she was upset about the line of questions that they were asking her. And they go on to tell her that they have to ask these questions, number one, to ensure that her story lines up, ensure that everything adds up, and to make sure that, these are not false allegations, that she is not just sending the police officers on a goose run, pretty much. So then she goes on to say, now I'm quoting her, she lets them know that her story does line up, She says this N, this N word strangled me last night. Her sister came up here with me, waited until I fell asleep, and took her. Now, I think she probably meant to say his sister came up here with me, because again, by the end of the video, we can establish that it was the baby's father that she had an altercation with, who allegedly choked her. The officer then asks, "Are you going to let us help you and try to figure out where your baby went?" At that point, the officer also chastised her. He chastised the young woman for causing a scene. He also asked the woman if her baby had any issues, and this irritates the young mother a tad bit, understandably so, because the baby is 1 month old. The officer also tells her she can scream and shout all she wants outside of the hospital, but when she goes back into that hospital, she needs to compose. In his words, he says she needs to act composed and civil. Interesting enough, though, the police advised the mother that the woman in question was sitting in the hospital for 3 hours with the baby. The woman indicated that, the woman goes on then to indicate that security should have stopped this woman, apparently it was a darker skinned woman, from leaving the hospital with a very light skinned, almost white baby. And I'm thinking, dark skinned mothers do have light skinned babies, but that's neither here nor there. But that's what she advises the police officer that security should have never let this woman leave with the baby, who's very light skinned, and apparently the woman is dark skinned. As the conversation goes on, the woman reveals that it was the woman's brother that strangled her the night before. So the woman who she's claiming abducted, took her child is also the sister to the father of her baby. Okay? Now, as the conversation goes on, they stop a bit, and the officer goes back into the hospital to continue, I guess, sorting things out with the hospital staff. So then the woman continues on Facebook Live. She goes and she sits in her car, and she goes into detail about the traumatic encounter that she had the night before with the baby's father. And that's when she says she was strangled to death. Now, people were saying in some of the comments that, again, they were saying that it was made up because as she was speaking with the police officer, she was too calm. Some people were saying she was almost smirking, and so they just, they believed that it was one of these stories that was made up to go viral. However, when she went to that car and she started talking and she broke down, in my opinion, there was real raw emotion there. I think that when she was talking to the police officer, they had chastised her so much, and they had calmed her down by that point, and he probably had told her, if you don't calm down, we can't help you. So when she did get into her vehicle and she kept the live going and she kept talking to whoever was on her live, her audience, there was raw emotion there. And again, she went into detail about what had happened between her and the baby's father the night before. And she also states again that the woman waited till she was asleep and she took her baby. So the officer returns to her vehicle and he calls her by her name. And I'm not going to say her name. When you all click on the link, it'll take you directly to the page and you can see her name. So he calls her by her name and he says, and I'm quoting, "Who do you know that drives a maroon Buick SUV?" She asks him, what does that type of vehicle look like? So he kind of explains it to her. And they go on to tell her that the woman in question was picked up by someone in a maroon Buick SUV with the baby. Now, you all remember earlier on, the officers had said that they had not seen her leave. They had not seen this woman leave. It sounded like they said that they had saw the woman sitting in the car for so much time, they had not seen her leave. So that was very interesting to me, that all of a sudden now. So they must have went into the hospital, talked with the hospital staff, and the hospital staff they had to have given them this additional information. So then the young mother asked the police officer, she says, okay, well then, there you have it. She's left with my baby. Can is this enough for you all to go ahead and issue an Amber Alert? So then the officer tells her, well, I have to talk with my supervisor. So to me, I kind of raised an eyebrow about that. She asked the officer, how long will it take to get the alert issued? She then tells him she's going to go and look for that vehicle herself. He then cautions her to not to go looking for random, he said, red vehicles. He asks her, where does the alleged abductor hang out, or where does she live? She tells him, she gives him a specific address. And then she tells him she's going to get her baby. The police officer warns her to not go to someone's home. He warns her to go home so that she does not jeopardize the safety of her baby. The young mother calmly agrees to go home. However, when she gets to her vehicle, she tells her Facebook audience that she's going to that house to track down the alleged abductor herself. She continues talking on Facebook Live as she's driving to her destination. So the video lasts for a total of, I want to say, 23 minutes, a little over 20 minutes. Now, I've searched and I could not find an Amber Alert issued for a 1-month-old baby. I could not find any articles, news reporting for a 1-month-old baby who was stolen from a St. Anthony hospital. So we'll see. And I've gone back to the page and to the other groups, and there's been no update whether the young woman has been reunited with her baby or not. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's a true case of a baby being abducted or a case of unnecessary drama? Do you think the officers were being a little nonchalant about the situation? What are your thoughts? Let me know below in the comments. Do you think this was, a group of people in cahoots to go viral and the baby was somewhere safe all along? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Of course, we all know anytime a precious baby is involved in these kind of situations, it's very unfortunate. I hope the baby is returned safely and unharmed to her mother. I'm also sending that young mother well wishes as she heals from her traumatic experience that she did go through with that baby's father. Again, the link is going to be in the video below. I will link highlights of the video, but you could go watch the full video for yourself. So let me know what you all think in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, I am my sister's mirror, and I will see you all next time. Have a good night, people.
You not doing no Amber Alert, bitch, because I'm black. That's why. It ain't that serious to y'all. It ain't that fucking serious. So she gotta die for it to be fucking serious. What is happening? Yes, I'm angry now because you had the nerve to ask me what the fuck is wrong with me, like I didn't tell you I got strangled last night. I am not mentally okay right now. You had the nerve to ask me that and I told you I got strangled? You don't see this shit around my neck? No, I'm not okay. I'm not. And my baby is gone and y'all sitting on time. But if it was a white baby and I was a white woman, y'all would be out there doing that shit, right? Y'all would be out there doing that shit, right?
So can I talk for a second?
No, you done did enough talking. I'm tired of talking. My baby is gone. What do you mean?